Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome. If today is your first time watching my video and you came across this channel, I'd like to warmly welcome you. Welcome. But if it isn't your first time, you've been around, you've been a day one, you've been an OG, welcome, okay? Welcome guys. So on today's video, we're just going to be talking about money. Like, how much is it gonna cost you to relocate from Eswatini to Taiwan? But before I start on today's video, I just want to say my name, to those who are new, my name is Delisa Simelane. I'm a Swazi, currently living in Taiwan, where I work as an English teacher. I've been in Taiwan for a year now because I arrived last year in January, and my channel is mostly about information on how you can get a job in Taiwan, applying process, and also just documenting my life experiences while I am in this Asian country, so, and everything in between. So but on today's video, which has been highly requested by people, that can I try to like give them an idea of how much it's gonna cost them to come to Taiwan. And so basically, I think for the coming 3 weeks I'll be making like follow-up videos about just because I started with applying. Then today's video we're talking money, how much is it gonna cost you to relocate, and what to pack, and the cost of living. So the coming weeks, it's just going to be more like a series of moving to Taiwan completely. So yes, so let us get right on today's video. Okay, so let us start on first things first. I just want to say that the amount of money that I'll be mentioning here, money that I incurred when I was preparing to come here, and I think that it cannot be the same for everyone. All the costs that you're gonna incur are not gonna be the same for everyone, but I just think it's gonna give you an idea of how much you need to prepare in total for your move when you finally come this side. And I will mention money in terms of both currencies, meaning that I'm gonna mention the currency here and also from back home. And I went onto Google for the conversions to convert from entities to emalangeni, so that it can be easier for anyone who's going to be noting down these amounts of money. And may I say that it may not be accurate amounts, but because these things change, right, daily. So but anyway, you're gonna have an idea of everything. So first things first, you've applied, right, and you've gotten your job, and you need to do an international passport. Since in Eswatini we have two kinds. We have the travel document, which is just one you can use in the SADC countries, but for you to come to Taiwan, you need an international passport, and an international passport is going to cost you around 400. So the 400 one, you need to go to Omni Photo in Babane by Calabash. When you're going to Msakatweni, along the street, there's Calabash. There's some photo studio place where that's the only place where you can take the photos that you're going to use for your international passport. And I think those photos are going to cost you 50 emalangeni, so if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, 50 emalangeni for the photos at Omni Photo in Baban. So you take your photos and then you go to Home Affairs. The total amount of money at a passport is 350 emalangeni. That's the amount of money you pay at Home Affairs. So when the passport yako. And guys, I'd advise you, it's stressful to get a passport, and in such, like, why do I say that? Because there are so many documents that they need you to submit. when you're applying for an international passport. Let me say you haven't gotten the job yet, but you want to do it. It's not going to be that easy, because they're going to want you to bring an invitation letter from someone who's living abroad, bank statements, and all of that. I would advise you to be patient when it comes to this. By patient, I mean that get the job first, and then you ask your school to give you a letter of employment, which you're going to submit at the offices at Home Affairs, stating that you need an international passport because you got a job abroad. And the process is much more easier that way. I want to believe. My story is different. I already had an international passport, so I never really got to go through the process of invitation letter, but from what I've heard people say and what they've went through when it comes to acquiring an international passport, you have those two options: getting an invitation letter from someone, bank statements and whatnot, and yeah, and also giving or submitting the letter of employment from your school, which is much more easier, I want to believe. So anyway, that's the first amount of money, passports, and how much it's gonna cost you. That's like 400 emalangeni. And then we move on to your air ticket. So now you have to buy your ticket, right, to come this side. Well, air tickets, it's gonna be one way, right? You won't have to buy a ticket that's like a round trip, but it's one way. And hey guys, I plead with you, please buy the ticket wena mathupha. Do not go to an agent. Do not, my experience, like, just go on to emirates.com, uye website yaga Emirates, nangabe you are skeptical on these apps where you can buy a ticket from. Like, there's so many apps that you can use to buy an air ticket, but if you don't trust those, just go onto the airlines websites. There's Emirates, there's Qatar Airways, there's Etihad, there are so many airlines. Just go on the website to the airline, guys. Yeah, to go is to see what I went through when I bought my tickets. Well, anyway, let me not divert much, but let me just state the amount, and then I'll come back to why I am saying buy the ticket yourself. A one-way ticket, according to Emirates today, from Johannesburg to Taipei, Taiwan, it costs 12,750 emalangeni. That's from Johannesburg, not to school pay. So it's like 13,000 emalangeni. That's your one-way ticket. Emirates, and Emirates is like the best. You never go wrong with Emirates. But apparently Emirates is expensive. You can find other airlines, but I prefer Emirates. Okay, that's the only one I've used, because anyway. So yeah, tickets 12,750, but let us just say 13,000 for your ticket. And why am I saying that buy the ticket yourself? Me, I used a travel agent to buy me a ticket when I was coming this side. It's a kaya. Hey, abo. This one is from home, guys. How I bought a ticket, I bought a round trip ticket, because I had to come. When I was coming here, my school had wanted me to start as soon as possible, right? So when they employed me, they said, how quick can I come? Because they want me to start as soon as possible, and my things weren't yet finalized. So I came here as a I had to come as a visitor, meaning that I had to buy my ticket eBay round trip, right? So I went to this travel agent in Gables. How I asked them, can you please help me? I need a ticket to Taiwan, blah 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 blah. How I bought the tickets, how I came, and so you have to put the date of when you're gonna come back. How I thought, let's just put July, you know, because that was January. I was like, let's just put July. I'm like, okay, sure. How I came January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I was supposed to go back home, right? But then I was like, no, let me just January. So I tell them that I'm still in contact now, but would say, okay, pertaining my tickets, can you please change dates like this? I'm no longer coming back in July, but latest is going to be January. Oh, like, okay, sure, you're going to have to pay a certain amount of money to change dates, blah 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 blah. Oh, fine. Hey, when I had decided that I'm no longer gonna go home in January, I tried to communicate with them that, can I please have a refund of my ticket, you know, because I'm no longer gonna get it. Bekumele ngibagijimise ngibaxoshe he yabo emalini yami abang. But anyway, they were no longer, like, when I text them, they don't reply. When I asked someone from home to go to them, you know, to inquire about this, they were just mising them. Imariam, guys. But anyway, a friend of mine got hers. They never got back to me. And I was like, you know what? I don't want this to stress me anymore. Let me just forget about it. Yeah, I lost money. But anyway, that's why I am saying, please try to buy the ticket yourself. Because in that way, you can be able to communicate with the airline. Now you have all the information when it comes to everything pertaining the ticket. And when you use an agent, you don't have any information at this level. They're the ones who have much of the information, you know. So please buy the ticket yourself. Yeah, anyway, I was off topic, but then that I felt like I needed to say that. So yeah, a ticket 13,000, it's one way. And then you also need to prepare money for rent. So money for rent, when you come to Taiwan, you pay a deposit, 2 months deposit, and then you pay 1 month rent for lenyanga lungena ngayo. So that means you have to prepare rent money 3 months. And I would say try to estimate where we see your rent should not exceed 10,000 NT, because you're still coming here, right? You still don't have much of the money that is needed for a very expensive house. So just try to be to live as minimally as possible. 10,000 maximum for your rent when you're starting out. You can then change afterwards if you want your 15Ks or your 20Ks. It's up to you. So so if your rent is gonna be like 10,000 NT, that means you have to have 30,000 NT when you usafika, and 30,000 NT when you convert it to emalangeni, it's 18,000 emalangeni. So that's money for your rent, you know. And the good thing is that you get back the deposit, your 2 months at the end of your lease, the lease that you sign. So yeah, so that's rent 18,000 approximate, guys. Please remember this one. Then you also have to have money for a medical checkup. In as much as they'll say do it at home, it does not feel another. Some schools, anyway, some schools will want you to do it here, some would want you to do it back home. Either way, but ilana kuba 1,500 NT, which is like 900 basically, for the medical checkup. Some may not require you to do it when you arrive because you would have done it back home. Some may not. So just in case, 900 for medical checkup emalangeni. Then we have money for upkeep. So let me say you arrive here, you are going to start working, and the first month before you start getting paid, you know, you need money, you know, for upkeep, money for food, money for transport, you know, just so that you can be comfortable, you know. I'd say because usangaqali phela nawe kuspenda, you know, just have at least 10,000 NT, at least 10,000 NT. I think you'll be fine. You'd be fine, because you try to save as much as possible. So 10,000 NT, which is about 5,900 Marangeni, let's just say 6,000. So you also have to have upkeep money, 6,000, which should be able to sustain you until you get paid, right? Okay, then we move on to another amount of money that you need to have is like preparation money. By preparation money, I mean these small things that you're going to buy while you're still at home, like your luggage, food, toiletries, clothes, blah 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 blah. So I would say 5,000 emalangeni would be fine. And what are you gonna buy? Gila. One, luggage, those are your suitcases, right? Food, buy food, yeah, angshelo, like bring your snacks, your favorite snacks, your favorite food, your spices, your chocolates, your chips, your whatsoever. It's gonna be your comfort food once you arrive in a foreign land, which you so bring that. Toiletries, I feel like it's much more easier and less costly if you're gonna bring this stuff from home, because the first month, you know, you aren't yet financially comfortable or financially free. So bring your toiletries, your roll-ons, your lotions, your body washes, your perfumes, your, you know, bring that. And then clothes. When it comes to clothes, I would advise you, don't bring much. Ungathwali imithwalo imicicimba yetimpahla. You are not gonna wear them, trust me. You won't. Like Patanje, let me say you're gonna arrive in season, I think season, it's summer. Bring summer clothes. Do not bring a jazz and a jacket, because by the time winter comes, you would have bought clothes. Like clothes are very cheap. They shino shipile and very convenient. And you know, there's so many. None of us you'll be working unless you'll be a student. But if you're going to be working, do not bring many clothes. Just bring clothes that are going to be okay, maybe for 2 months. Now so so don't bring many clothes. The things that I would advise you to bring in the luggage that you would have like come with here. Tenga. Okay, I bought this. I bought sheets. I bought a bed cover, because I was like, you know what? When I arrive where I'll be at, I won't even know where I'm gonna go get these things. So I might as well just bring them with me to make things less stressful. Because it's shitty, because the day I arrived, I needed to like get in the house, right? So so bring those things, less stressful, you know. And yeah, I'd advise. Then when it comes to clothes, if you're working in Taiwan as an English teacher, it dress code very flexible, very flexible. Like akufani njengasekhaya ukuthi hi vele ngibe formal vele every day. No, here's just chilled, you know. You can wear your jeans and your t-shirt and your sneakers. You can wear your dress, you know. It's not that stressful. So it's relaxed. It's relaxed. So yeah, basically that's like the amount of money that you need to have or prepare. My ring light just went off. That's the amount of money that you just need to have, minimum, unless you have, you know. But anyway, yeah. And when it comes to, someone asked Guti, how will I be able to get my money, what, just come with your card la kolonalo. FNB, Standard Bank, what utakhona nje ku withdraw kuma ATMs alana whilst you get sorted out on your new bank account or bank card at your school. So yeah, basically that's about today's video, guys. Dimali nje, dimali. And yeah, and I think that I'm hoping that the money issue is not going to be a hindrance for many people, because I feel like le mali lena, if you have people who are willing to borrow or lend you le mali, like ask for help, guys. So especially if you got the job, like borrow money from people. I'll pay you back. And I think that this sum of money, you'd be able to pay it back within 3 months time. Now okay, I need to pay back this money. 3 months time, you would have paid it back, and then after that, we are cruiser, we are despoiler. You know. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, and I really hope the information that I shared with you was very helpful today. And in the next video, I'll be talking about what to pack, and also the cost of living when you are coming to Taiwan, which is one of the other videos that people have asked for. So thank you so much. If you've come this far, thank you. And please don't forget to like, please don't forget to subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. Thank you so much, guys, and see you next time. Bye, guys.